The following show is not intended for children under the age of 17. There will be foul language and adult content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Numbers in my stock is going up 'cause of my hunger. When you see me in my zone, I'm locked in, not clocked in. I'm never boxed in. When you see me in my
When I'm in my zone, I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do. With the limited sources you have, your dream is still a fine rap. Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Yeah. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long and burdens I've outweighed. When you see me in my
Oh man, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, what is the deal? Welcome to the first Gentleman's Talk of 2026. We have been on a nice little hiatus for the last 2.5, 3 weeks. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's been refreshing. We missed y'all. We do love y'all. We really mean that when we said it at the end of every episode. But sometimes being able to just take a step back, relax, not have to do a lot of thinking helps out. Because we all are dads over here. We had a very expensive Christmases, to say the least. It was disrespectful. We're gonna talk about that here in a little bit. Don't worry, because we got some 2025 little recap things to do. We ain't gonna reminisce too much, but we're gonna update y'all on what the fuck we had going on and some other things. But before we get into all the bullshit, about 20 minutes before we got on the air, there was a massive trade in the NBA involving Trae Young. Trae Young was officially traded to the Washington Wizards. Now, I had been reading this story and kind of keeping up with updates on it all day, and when it emerged that his preferred destination was the Washington Wizards, I was like, he don't want to win. So I wasn't even, and when I said it, right, like I didn't say it as a joke. Like I was just like, this is a 4-time All-Star who was with the Atlanta Hawks that decided that he wanted to go to a team that's worse than his current team in the Washington Wizards, a team that has been completely irrelevant since Michael Jordan was on their roster at the end of his career. And that's where you decided to go.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, like the Wizards are like one of those teams I be forgetting as a team. Like when somebody be like, "Oh, the Wizards," I'm like, "The who?"
Damn, not the band, the Who.
But no, like for real, like it'd be like them and the Hornets. I be forgetting they fucking team.
Well, see, I don't forget about the Hornets because the Hornets actually have good players. Like that's where LaMelo Ball is. Like they actually have good players. Like people were like, check this out. Like Chris Middleton is on the Wizards, NBA champion from the Milwaukee Bucks, and I damn near forgot about that.
I feel like the Wizards is just like where you just go, like just for your career to just die. Literally, like we saw with Michael Jordan.
Yeah, well, and the way it sounds is that with Atlanta making this move, this is going to be the dumbest thing I've ever heard, but. And I'm glad DJ Micah B is popping in when he's popping in. We're briefing and reacting on the Trae Young trade that went down 20 minutes ago. And talking about how he went from the team, a better team to a worse team, which they're both bad teams in the East, but still, the point being, but the thing about this entire thing, what I kind of gathered in quick reading and stuff is that Atlanta did this to make room to trade for Anthony Davis of all players.
And I'm like, the man that's made out of glass?
I mean, well, he's made out of better glass than Joel Embiid. At least he played long enough to win a championship.
Every time I think about Anthony Davis, I think about that cat from SpongeBob who like had like paper skin and glass bones, and like every time he moved, he was like in excruciating pain.
Yeah. So let me bring everybody in on what I was referring to. So the Atlanta Hawks are currently 18-21. All right, they're 10th in the East. They are in the play-in right now, as it stands. The Washington Wizards are 10-26. They're number 14 in the East. 10-26, and we're about to go to the All-Star break, and these motherfuckers barely won 10 games. I did not realize by looking at these standings, because this is like, and Micah knows this, like we used to talk about the NBA quite a bit. I just ain't been into the NBA at all this season. Like it has just been
atrocious.
Trash. It's been trash. I did not know that the Pacers were 6-31.
God damn.
Like this is the listen, folks, the Pacers were in the NBA finals.
Yeah, but the difference here is they lost their what you would consider your two star players.
Correct. And then on the Western side of the game, the Pelicans are 8-31. So it sounds like Zion will probably be on the move too. But speaking of Zion, I know that we had Lord Jesus, I don't even know what to say about that man. That man is always in the news for the wrong reasons.
Big facts.
And I'm sure Micah knows exactly what story I'm talking about because I seen it earlier today, and I was like, brother, let me get this straight. You know what? We gonna pivot just a little bit because this has to be. Okay, I wasn't gonna do it, but ladies and gentlemen, Zion Williamson is gonna be the first dumbass millionaire of 2026. Because this man got a track record of pure tomfoolery, dumb fuckery, and dumbassery. All three of them words are borderline made up. So this is the same individual who had a baby on the way and was in the DMs of a porn star, and then cannot shake this insatiable feeling of wanting to fuck around with all these OF models to a point where there is a current allegation out there that this OnlyFans model accused her, not really accusing, but basically she showed proof of a Zelle payment of $2,000 to her account from him for some, some activities, of course, right?
Oh, that was him.
So, yeah.
I saw the 2,000 payment, but they didn't put a name on it.
No, on the picture, it was there. It had the $2,000 Zelle payment, then it said Zion Williamson. So here's the funny thing, right? Everybody glossed over the fact that it was Zion. What they made claim and noticed is because the money went to a Chase account, is they was like, why she only got $635 in her bank account but in the first place?
Because OnlyFans ain't paying.
They are not. OnlyFans is literally down like 38 point something percent, like over the last like year and a half. Like they are losing a lot of money.
Well, I mean, the fucking idea. I'm gonna say this. The fucking.
Go ahead, because I know what you're gonna say. I'm about to agree with you too.
I'm gonna say something controversial.
No.
No. This one ain't controversial.
Okay. I have a feeling what you're about to say is what I'm thinking.
So I'm gonna say something that's like really probably out of line, but I feel like the pure novelty of OnlyFans was being able to see chicks that naked. Because really, there's free porn out there already. So like I feel like either you're paying to see somebody that naked that you can't get nudes otherwise, or you have like this weird complex where like you want to basically pay for attention, because I know that's a facet of it. Like you can like basically pay to have like a virtual girlfriend in a sense. That's an experience. But I feel like once that novelty.
I was about to say something controversial. That ain't no fucking experience. That's something controversial.
There are niggas out there who will pay for like a good morning message from a chick. Okay, like that's really a thing on these menus. Don't ask me how I know all this shit.
No, fuck that. We know how we all know what the fuck this is. So let's call it what it really is, right? This is like the whole world. The world of all this shit, the OnlyFans, the fucking the feet, all the feet pick shit, like all this shit. This is the modern day strip club. That's what the fuck this is, because you got to remember the generation we're talking about. This is the generation of social awkwardness. These motherfuckers don't like going out and about and interacting and talking.
I got you. Let's just call it what it is. These niggas ain't got no game, and that is a fact. They ain't got no game, no nothing. They meet people online, and when they meet up for dates in person, they sit there and look at each other stupid.
But you gotta realize this is the generation of women don't really necessarily need you to have game; they just need you to have paper.
That's it.
This is your generation.
Wow.
Yeah, well, I ain't in the streets like that, so
I know you. Well, yeah.
so,
but and I mean at the same time, what these platforms, let's call them what they are. These platforms have basically allowed is not just the socially awkward man, because I'm only going to target the men here, but it's also literally targeted the weirdos. The weirdos have a place to spend money without feeling some type of way, because you can do it online. You could go to AI and change your picture a little bit. You could change your name and have a whole different identity online. And, and it all goes back to some things that we dealt with as kids when people started doing online gaming. When these open world ass games and fantasy, all this shit, and boys like, I'm gonna create this character and I'm gonna immerse myself in this fucking character. This is the same thing on a grander scale, because it now involves money. Because now, whatever chick you knew for a fact, you're as a male, you're a 2, and you trying to holler at what you think is a 9 or a 10, and the only way you know you finna be equal to that person is because you got bread. Your bread makes you equal to that same 9 or 10. Why? Because money ain't got no preference.
I'm gonna say something controversial to kind of segue from that. I feel like we're seeing the decline of OnlyFans, and we're gonna see the rise of like AI virtual chatbots that like niggas be throwing money at. Like, it might sound controversial now, but think about it. Like, as technology progresses, like sex work kind of takes on different forms. Like in our generation, we went to strip clubs. This generation, OnlyFans.
Well, and I mean, it was and the thing is, right, what you said, it's not just strip clubs. They were still sex workers on the streets too. You still pull up, you know what I'm saying? There was a time when that was a normalcy before they started to kind of try to get stricter on the sex work. So they went to OnlyFans because it was safer, for lack of a better term.
And
safer and easier access.
Because remember, this all
easier, legal.
This also formed from the cam girls.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Which came from the free porn sites. That was like how everything was kind of connected and rooted.
That is true.
So this is just where we are. Like it's gonna be to a point where, which I think I saw a video. I don't know if it was real or not. I hope it's not real. But at some point, we're gonna get to this point where they're gonna develop these basically these pleasure bots, and certain things are gonna become obsolete for certain people.
I mean, like, this is a weird tie-in crossover, but if you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2, there is a scene where Yondu literally has a robot prostitute, and when he's done, with his business, she powers down. Like, that's not too far-fetched in the next 50 years, probably.
You say 50, I think you being too nice. I think it's less than that.
Yeah, honestly, I can see it in 30.
I can see it. I can see the next 10 to 15 because of how AI is right now. Because of how we listen. And the only reason I'm saying that is because when I was at work on last week on Monday, and I was went downtown to go pick up something, I saw for the first time one of them fucking Waymo cars, and that shit fucked me up. And because that bitch was right next to me, I was like, there ain't no fucking driver in this bitch. There is nobody in this car. You know what? It's just a car with a fucking thingy spinning up top. I was like, that shit threw me off. I was like, bro,
I'll buy that for $1 because I will never forget. One time I went to Walmart like about a year or two ago, and the fucking the fucking floor cleaner drove past me with no driver, and I was like, ain't no fucking way.
I mean,
like, I was like, nah, for real. Like,
hey, that would have fucked me up.
Yeah,
dog.
but
Steve,
it
fucked me up.
So, and here's the thing, right? Basically, the Zamboni of the store, right? They've been preparing us for this for a long time. Self-checkout.
iRobot in 2006.
That's where it started. Like for us. I mean, yes, iRobot gave us the cinematic of what the fuck's gonna go wrong, and Minority Report, which I need people to stop forgetting about. Minority Report and the movie that's about to come out with we talking about Guardians of the Galaxy with the main character. What the hell is his name? Star-Lord.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is in this movie that's basically like a new age version of Minority Report, where he's got to solve the murder of his wife because he's the one being blamed for it. But he has access to all through his eyes and ears, has access to all these cameras and all this other shit.
How about a movie like what is it? Ready Player One, where everybody's living virtual.
And I feel like Ready Player One is actually like a very possible future for us.
I would say with that show we used to watch, Josh, Black Mirror.
Yeah,
Remember the episode when they was plugged in, and you could literally block somebody, and that motherfucker was static gray like TV.
Yeah,
The Matrix.
I actually wanted to kind of go backwards a little bit because, like, my brother, you said something about self-checkout. I think it's crazy that I remember a time before self-checkout, and I do remember the day I first saw self-checkout, and I was like, what the fuck? Because I was like about maybe 10 or 12 at the oldest, and I was like,
and it was only like one or two little spots. It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, it was only like one or two little lanes, and now self-checkout is the norm.
Yeah, like on the far left and far right, it's
two
like
regular registers compared to
20, like how you gonna have 16, like at Walmart. I'm gonna use Walmart as a prime example. You have 16 self-checkout lanes, but you still got 10 regular lanes in the middle, 2 15 items or less.
And be like 2 people.
And only be like 2 people. And I'm like, so that's how
I'm gonna say something controversial to borrow the phrase from my brother Josh here. Okay.
And start off 2026.
Shout out 2026. We're gonna start it off hot. Let me tell you something, dog. To borrow a phrase from my boy Shoebox. If I go through self-checkout, you can't be mad if I don't scan everything, because if that was the case, you should have put somebody there. That's factual.
I must say something controversial to go off of that. Hypothetically, it costs the store less money for me to use self-checkout than for me to go through an actual person that has a wage. I should get a fucking discount for bagging my own fucking groceries.
No.
That's why Jovi's is cheaper than every place else, because you bag your own groceries.
Not anymore.
You're right. You're right.
Well, so because in our areas, food towns are all shutting down and they're all kind of migrating over to food towns. So I imagine the prices at food town are going to start going up before long.
Oh, I believe it.
I mean, but it's the truth. Because Food Town was like our, like for those who aren't familiar with these stores, like you used to go to Food Town because you could go to the grocery store and spend $200 and get damn near a month's worth of food.
I was gonna say, literally back early 2000s, you can go to Food Town, drop $200, and you got food for the entire month.
Early 2000s.
Let's go back to
the early 2000s.
I was about to say that's really 2010s, because 2010 all the way up to 2000, right before Harvey, we were still you can still go to Food Town. Joe V's was still kind of new at the time, but you can still go. We went to Joe V's because the meat boxes was cheaper.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Gent, I don't mean no disrespect, but when I say you a little too young for this, okay? The real ones, no. It's nothing bad. But y'all are talking about Food Town. But the real new unks and OGs, remember Sack and Save. There was no Food Town. It was Sack and Save, and it was Gerland's.
I was going to say the Food Town that we have on Uvalde was a Gerland's.
Yeah. You're right. But
and Randall's
was early
at that time.
95.
Yeah. And you had Randall's at that time too.
Yeah, so our Randall's was the administration building for Galena Park.
You had Randall's before Kroger.
Yeah,
and then up in North Texas, you had Albertsons.
We had an Albertsons.
Yeah, Albertsons here in Baytown.
I just remember because I remember that dumbass commercial. Albertsons, it's your store.
Yeah,
everything had a jingle.
Albertsons had a jingle. Into Food Town in Baytown, so.
So they still have Albertsons in Baton Rouge and Texarkana, from what I've seen. I've seen them out there.
They have the other one in Crosby. I can't think of. Man, what's the? It's food. It's a sister store to Food Town. I can't think of the name.
Foodorama?
No, not Foodorama.
I've seen a couple of Foodorama. Well, it's been. I don't think there's any more now, but I remember.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, you do. If I say, God dang, I'm gonna tell you in a little bit. Go ahead.
I feel like something really weird about grocery chains is like unless you travel, you don't realize how regional shit is. Because like
Yeah.
Publix is something that niggas would never see in Texas.
Nope.
But it's all over Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like a Piggly Wiggly. That's up in the Midwest. You would
I-
never see this shit down here.
Like a motherfucker.
There it is. Arlen's.
Oh yeah, I know. Arlen's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell, y'all remember the OGs and the unks will remember this one. Mr. Gent, you probably won't. We had an Oshkons at one point.
Boy.
If you got your uniforms from Oshkons, you a real one.
Oh,
Listen.
that's how y'all said it? Okay, because I never knew how to say it. We used to say oceans and oceans. And, yeah. Hey.
Oshak Hennessy.
Hey,
Oshak Hennessy.
Oshak Hennessy. Hey, what about what about Fiesta?
Ah,
Hey,
man, I
bro,
miss
the
one
last-
off
the-
I
hey,
did.
bro,
Fiesta on
The
Live
last
off
couple of
I-10.
yeah, like they're going bankrupt finally, unfortunately. Yeah, but so we got it, which
Unfortunately, I still got
is
one.
like okay, it's not the worst thing because we still got Mitchell Connors. All right, so as long as we got the Mitchell Connor, we cool.
Now,
Now listen, I'm gonna put y'all on game real quick, and then we're gonna get back on the topic on the rest of the show. So if you love HEB like we do, and you like the
Here,
meaty end, and you like the
everything's
meaty end
better.
products, right? The meaty end products, the good shit. Okay, my office in Pasadena is around the corner from the big ass meaty end restaurant. If you've never seen the big meaty end store, you need to go.
I have.
I know you
say
have
one
because
more
I
thing.
told you about it because you went to go buy some shit for the grills. I already know.
I'm gonna say one more thing about HEB since that's an excellent segue. If you ever up in like the DFW area or like in like the Central Houston area, check out Central Market. It's basically the
Yeah.
bougie HEB. We only got one in the Houston area, but they're
Central
more common in
Market,
DFW. And them bitches is fucking HEB Super Saiyan, basically.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell everybody else. For those of you outside of Texas, HEB brand is not off brand. You
No, it's
understand
not.
what I'm saying?
It's not.
It's
It's
not.
not.
Texans will go into HEB and buy HEB brand chips, drinks, food. It don't
Fresh.
matter.
Fresh tortillas, sushi.
Oh man, them meaty end of tortillas with
Hey,
the butter
the
tortillas.
butter tortillas.
Sushi
Wednesday.
Actually, there's one thing that HEB brand does not do well at all. It's they motherfucking wing sauce. That shit nasty to them.
Oh yeah, the wing sauce is ass. But
They wing
you know
sauce
what-
is straight shit.
You know what wing sauce is right next to HEB's wing sauce? The B
Buffalo
Dubs.
Wild Wings.
So it's okay. At least they sell and the Chick-fil-A sauce in the Chick-fil-A sauce is in the big container. So and,
How
and
about-
the-
Yeah, I
I'll-
got
I'll
the down
pass.
the fridge.
I'll
and the
pass on
Whataburger spicy
Chick-fil-A
ketchup and shit.
sauce.
no,
I'll
I'm
pass
saying
on
the,
Chick-fil-A
like,
sauce, but
well, I'm saying the Chick-fil-A
like the sauce is
yeah.
okay.
I don't
Yeah.
fuck with Chick-fil-A sauce either, but the sauce is.
I will
the
always
Polynesian
Chick-fil-A
order.
sauce and Polynesian.
I will always
Polynesian.
He's
right
the reason. This man is the reason why I found out about Polynesian sauce and fries
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
frosted lemonade. Do
Yeah.
you
I gotta-
understand
I gotta
the
say,
game
like,
changer that is?
Chick-fil-A for no reason has really the best Polynesian sauce. Like it got no reason to taste that fucking good.
And man, that shit fire.
Listen, their sweet and spicy sriracha is one of a kind.
Their sriracha is good too. Their
That
sriracha,
sweet,
their
the sweet and
Polynesian-
spicy sriracha on a spicy number 2.
Oh yeah.
That's
Well,
that's.
I'll also give my flowers to their buffalo sauce. That
Oh yeah,
shit
oh
good, too.
yeah.
That
You
shit
know
good,
what?
On some
too.
French fries, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say something controversial, and I don't care what nobody says about this. And I'm
Oh.
stealing your catchphrase again.
Yeah, ain't
Chick-fil-A,
Huh?
Chick-fil-A mac and cheese tastes like Karen went to the hood and learned how to cook mac and cheese from a black person. Because Chick-fil-A mac and cheese is, it ain't the best, but it's good, dog. I'm telling you, if you had Chick-fil-A mac and it's good.
I've never had no
surprised.
fast food macaroni. Like that
Bruh.
sounds
Yeah,
weird.
it's
Hey,
solid. It's solid mac and
It's
cheese.
solid.
Because
It's
Popeyes ain't even got good macaroni like that.
Nah,
That's what I'm
No.
saying. Nah, Chick-fil-A's was. I was like,
it's solid.
okay.
You have to
Karen
know when
didn't
to
learn-
go. though.
Karen didn't learn all the seasonings, but she learned more than salt and pepper, though.
She learned. So you're saying she learned a little bit from Keisha?
So it's like a solid like
There you
out
go.
of 10 basically.
A solid 7. A solid
Yeah,
7.
but
So
Yeah.
it's good enough for the work potluck.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's probably better than somebody that brought it to the work potluck. So
And put the mac and cheese on the sandwich. Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you ever catered Chick-fil-A for an event, like getting the mac and cheese is not a bad move,
No, it's not.
No, not a bad
huh?
move.
And
Oh,
Because if you cater to
unless
Chick Fil A,
you work,
them fries
unless
are
you
gonna be
work with
soggy.
nothing but hood niggas, it's not a bad idea.
I've had catered Chick-fil-A multiple times. It is a little soggy, but it still do hit. Like it takes it down from like about a 10 to like more about a 7.
Yeah,
yeah, that's pretty accurate. Because if you don't catch it right when it's delivered,
Yeah.
unless you get the sandwiches in the warmer.
Yeah.
But if you
Man,
get the
them
plate,
warmers is
if you get
life.
if you get the tray of nuggets though, yeah, about 10 minutes.
Yeah, you screwed.
that's
Yeah.
all.
No,
That's
them
all.
ain't it.
You gotta have the Chick-fil-A across the street from where you at. And then
And
drop it
and
off right
and
there.
and and I like the grilled chicken nuggets more than the regular chicken nuggets. Them grilled nuggets be fire.
Yeah.
That's not a bad take. That's not a bad
I'm not
take.
mad at
They're
that.
actually pretty good.
I do switch up depending on how I'm feeling in that particular. Some days I get the grilled, some days I get the fried. Like, it just
Gotta
depends on
get the
how I be
grilled
feeling.
and then get the sriracha, put it in the
Mhm.
container, shake that thing up. Yeah.
One last thing about Chick-fil-A. Even though their menu kind of low-key limited though, they salads be busting too though. Like they got some
Yes,
good
dog.
salads. That spicy
Yes.
Southwest got no reason being that fucking good.
Even
Hey,
the wraps be good.
hey, I'ma just tell
Wraps
you,
be good as fuck.
if you don't know no better, you don't know nothing about them $3 market size salads at Walmart. They got the Santa Fe, which is basically the Southwest salad from Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. Yeah,
If
really
you
This
is.
brother
don't
no
know no
ball.
better,
This brother no
When I-
ball.
boy, I'm trying to
when
tell
I
you,
worked there, that's all I had. When I worked at
man.
Walmart, that's
Hey,
all I
them
fucking
things
had.
are lifesavers on the day you broke. Go get a $3 salad with 17 grams of protein. Boy, hey, the Caesar, the Santa Fe, the avocado ranch. Boy, listen, man. Hey, I'm
So,
trying to put y'all niggas on game.
so I wanna wrap this. I like this beautiful conversation. This is what I mean. I missed y'all being here like this. So we good on time. We're
We missed each
actually
other. We all missed each other.
we're ahead of schedule. We're fine. I want to wrap up our dumbass millionaire thing by posing a question.
Okay.
And it revolves around all of these OnlyFans models. Similar to how we were growing up, and we see a lot of the corn stars that most of us saw as teenagers. Now adults got families and kids, and now they're out talking, oh, I wish my content was off the internet because I don't want my kids to see this, that, and the third. I'm like, so what does the future hold for these OnlyFans models?
Kids killing
Because
themselves because they saw their mother. People saw their mother naked on the internet.
because
That's
like
exactly what it holds.
this is arguably, not even arguably, this is worse than like your mom or dad being a porn star because people paid to see you and you did whatever it is you did, whether you was out there selling doing feet pics or whatever other type of raunchy crazy shit you would like. You was out here doing some nefarious off the wall ass shit for a couple
This
change.
for years. I feel like it kind of ties back to when we were kids and like niggas would say like your mom's a hoe or like goofy shit like that. And it's like they can't prove that your mom's a hoe. Now they can. Now that insult, like I gotta fight you now for real.
Like
my
boys
dad
got
for your mama shit.
boys got receipts on your mom being a hoe now.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Now they paying the money to show you that your mama a hoe. Yeah.
Hey, all like no. They're not paying the money. This is what they're gonna say. That's why your mama a hoe, and I can see it for free when other people are paying. Think about that.
Low key, like one person could pay and the whole group can see.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie. Like I there are some kids that I know, and they mom, she dibba dabbled in it, and it's like, bro, like I swear to Moses, I hope no kid ever stumbles upon that shit, bro. Like that's gonna be fucking devastating.
Because I mean, just think about the way the internet is set up now. Just like imagine this shit. Let's just put a simple number on it. 20 years from now,
Suicide numbers are going up.
Because 20 years from now, a lot of these OnlyFans models are going to be in their 30s and 40s. They're going to be where we are now. They're going to be where we are now.
Some of them will be in their 50s.
Yeah, some of them are like 20 years.
But a lot of these extremely popular, notable ones, they're taking advantage of their 20s, their young, spry 20s or mid to late 20s. So I say 30s or 40s because 20 years from now. But yeah, some of them have still been around since like OnlyFans first came out. Yeah, they're going to be in their 40s, damn near 50s. Yeah, but it's like you're going to be a grandma that somebody's seen. Like this is like the new age Hustler and Playboy magazines, except
Everybody
you're
sees it.
yeah, everybody can see it.
Can you imagine 15 years from now, just like
If Pinky's still doing porn,
right?
I'm sorry,
Right.
but we all, you know.
It's just it's bro, like it's bad. It's gonna be bad. It's going to be bad. I can already hear the insults that I would have said when I was in school. Like
Oh yeah.
all three of us on the Mr. Jen out on the screen right now. But 1, 2, and 3, we were assholes. Somebody say something to us, especially us three. You start trying to cap on us. We about to end your career.
Yeah.
I got to, man. It's a competition
Without
at this point.
like
Yeah, well-
without your mama being naked on the internet, we was about to end your career. Can you imagine?
Now that there is factual proof of like your mother's indecencies, or like the fact that like you could even like look up if somebody's dad is like in jail or dead or some shit. Like,
Oh, that's all public ass information.
yeah, like that's diabolical work. Being like, hey, your dad never came back with milk because he died. Like, how'd you know?
Oh,
That's crazy.
hey,
Just,
nah, I got
That's
one for
crazy.
you. Hey, I got one for you. It's not controversial, but it is, and it's funny, right? Can you imagine me like, hey man, that's why your mama got no walls, and I saw that. Imagine, like, we about to squat, like, hey,
Listen, brother, one of my favorite all-time disses is gonna have that much more relevance 10 years from now. That's why your mama look over here like a hot dog down the hallway. Like,
Wow.
I'm gonna say one last thing
Wow.
about this. You know what's one thing that you probably can't get away with now because of the internet and like social media and such?
you can't
Like,
get away with shit.
A lot.
well, but there's one thing in particular that people don't think about. Back in the day, like our grandfathers would have like 2 or 3 hidden families in the same neighborhood. You'd be having like half siblings that you never knew about.
Not no more.
Nowadays, like you can't get
Brother,
away from that.
that shit gonna be on TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah. Is that a story?
tomorrow,
Yeah, but
tomorrow.
yeah, no, for sure. So now that we've kind of wrapped that shit up,
Hold on. Let me get. Can you imagine some kid like breaking down your mama bedroom? Like say, oh, she got these color sheets, this color blanket, and you like,
Oh, you took
can't say
that shit to another level. I didn't even think
You
of that.
but
You
well, no,
can't
but
say
see,
that.
nah,
Dude,
but
he's
the way
not
these
wrong.
the way these kids are set up, bro. Like, all right, let's put it in high school for the sake of discussion. Like, if I got an 18-year-old senior in high school and my crew together, somebody could be so petty, and be like, you know what, I'm gonna go pay for your mama content and I'm gonna go film with her. That's
Yeah.
the ultimate disrespect that actually can happen.
That can actually happen.
Like we used to see videos of this from a fantasy
Nah.
perspective. Now this shit's a reality.
Nah, you gotta die. Nah, you
No,
gotta
you're
die.
right, but I'm just saying the fact
Man.
that somebody could go to that level of petty.
I'm just gonna say this: like, watch what you put out there on the internet, because like that shit really is for life. Like, if you got a reputation for being up to nefarious indecencies in your youth, like, no, like for real, like that's just that'll stop you from like it stays with you. Like, I know there's a chick that I went to high school with. Like, there was videos of her doing nefarious things like before like smartphones were even a thing. And it's like everybody who knows her kind of knows like that was like the neighborhood, bicycle, bro. Like she was her.
Damn, the neighborhood doorknob. Crazy.
Everybody
we
gets
all-
to ride, huh?
We all know somebody like that. And that was like pre like super duper social media days.
And nowadays that's their defense mechanism is let me record. Like that's literally so like you can't get away with shit. This shit gonna be on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, like Threads, whatever the fuck it's called now, X, like so it's like it's not even just on one source. The shit's on multi sources.
It's like what was that fucking movie? Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet. Like he went viral off of this stupid shit. Like that's kind of how that's why people don't go to the club no more and dance, because people are afraid of looking fucking goofy and viral in the worst ways.
I mean, we've seen some questionable people at the club that's dancing that shouldn't have been dancing. And I sure would have clowned the fuck out of them if somebody made a video. I ain't gonna even lie to you. It be
But
because but we also went to the club for different reasons though.
Very much true.
We had a mission when we went to the club. Like there was a mission, and that mission was gonna get accomplished.
But that was because we couldn't do it no other way. There was no online dating, which kind of ties into what Michael was saying earlier. People ain't got no game these days because you ain't got to go really work on it and polish your game to go get somebody in person. Now
I mean, the fact that you could the fact that you can use the fact that you can use Chat GPT for pickup lines is crazy work.
You don't have to be clever anymore. You do not have to be creative. Like you don't have to have game anymore.
No, like if you're, and the thing is, I think and one of these episodes I'll discuss it because I get it's in my wheelhouse. The art of a wordsmith is becoming kind of down, right? And I'm saying that as a wordsmith myself, like there are not a lot of people out there that can form words and put them together a certain type of way. And that's really what game is. Game is the art of wordsmithing. And that's male or female. There's no gender on game. It's all about wordsmithing.
I'm gonna say something to segue from that, my brother. A lot of these cats ain't never handwritten a fucking love letter.
Hey man, if you ain't never put the yes, no, maybe in a note.
No, I'm talking about like a front and back.
Yes or no.
Like, no, I'm talking about like you actually wrote like a front and back love letter to somebody. If you ain't did that, you ain't never been no fucking lover.
I'm not even gonna
love letter with the burn CD attached to it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you because when I got I do miss the days of love notes and passing notes and shit. But like high school, like I took that shit to another level. We had a notebook. So we was passing the spiral. You know what I'm saying? We was writing between classes and we had boxes of the love books, man. Like that was, but like that's before dudes started getting called simps and all this other shit. Like that's back when being a gentleman or a lover boy, like that shit was an actual like compliment because you know, ladies was not everybody was out here looking for that thug, that gangster, that rough around the edges type of dude. Like, you know, being a sweet and caring dude was actually a complimentary thing at one point, and then it became vilified.
We used to make fucking scrapbooks, like keeping like movie ticket receipts and shit like that. Pictures of like, you know, your girlfriend and shit. Like we used to do shit like that.
Yeah, I'm about to say pictures on your girlfriend on front of your folder.
Hey, look, Mike, I got one for you, Micah. We used to go to Baytown Mall and take the pictures with the backgrounds. And
with the bubbles. With the bubbles,
bro. You used to be able to get
spray paint.
Bro, you used to be able to get them hoes for the cheap, man. You could pay $20 for a session. I remember going to Baytown Mall my freshman year when I was with my high school sweetheart, and we got fucking Valentine's Day pictures done. We both wore red. I wore the red tall tee. She rocked the red halter top. Like I remember doing that shit like it was normal.
They wasn't outside.
Like that used to be a normal Saturday night for us.
Like you not really from the east side if you ain't got pictures of the Baytown Mall. If you didn't take pictures, you're not from the east side.
Nah, facts. Like you if you didn't go to the mall and you ain't even go buy nothing, you really just went to hang out till it was time for your movie to start. Unless you like taking pictures and shit.
Got there about 6 o'clock, and then about 9 o'clock your movie would start.
Yep.
I'm gonna say something controversial about that mall. Outside. One last thing about that fucking mall. That food court had the best Wendy's ever. I don't know why, but that Wendy's there was unusually good. Unusually good.
Wendy's was on point.
The Chinese
food was on point. Famous Asian Grill.
Hey man, that orange and butter chicken combo, man.
Even when it changed to like Cajun whatever it was, they were fire too. They had the market side place with the wings. You had Roman Delight with the double.
Oh yeah, the pizza, man. You get that big ass calzone, man. It was
the pizza and the lasagna. Boy, hey, Josh, they wasn't outside.
They were not. That was low key. That might have been the best food court in any mall, bro. Like everywhere in that bitch was top tier, bro, for no reason.
With the original Chick-fil-A
in the hallway, in a fucking hallway.
It was next to the convenience store. That was a fact that there was a convenience store in the mall.
Oh yeah, newspaper
next to the fucking arcade.
Newspaper, bro. We had 2 arcades. We had the one inside the movies, and we had Power Play.
And you
nobody
had
tell us again,
don't forget the rides and shit upstairs.
Yeah, the
the
fucking
merry-go-round.
And then look, I'm gonna tell off on all of it. But you had the areas of the mall that was kind of closed off because the shops wasn't there. No, most of them became our little,
That's
our
it.
little hideaway locations. You know, to get a little,
man,
get a little,
Good
love, get a little love and
times.
happiness
Good
real quick. You know,
times.
and those liminal spaces, basically.
yeah, and them, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. There, listen.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, there 100% is some of GQ's DNA in that motherfucker. Like that's not
Let's
even
go
gonna sit there and
now.
pretend like it
You
ain't.
know, in the rubble is that.
Yeah, in the
That's
foundation of
it.
that motherfucker is yeah.
Man, just I feel like being an East Side kid now ain't the same without Baytown Mall, bro. Like that holds a cornerstone of every like millennial
bro,
from the East Side.
We had nothing to do.
Bro,
That's what we did.
being a kid nowadays just seemed boring.
It's painfully boring. Kids don't go outside no more, bro.
Everything is everything is in the everything is in the phones. Everything is in the social media. Like nobody just goes out. Like the days when we were in elementary school and we was outside in the apartment complex, everybody knew everybody.
Yeah.
I will say this. I passed by JD Walker for the past week to pick my mom up. And every day I pass by, there have been a bunch of junior high and high school kids playing basketball. It warmed my heart because I was like,
I like that.
Look,
I
the
like
kids are back outside. Moo, what up, man? What up, Moo?
What's happening, Moo?
I really want to know what you think about Trey Young getting traded.
We talked, we led the show off with that.
When it happened, only thing I said was Washington.
That's what I said.
That's what we all said.
My man really decided he did not want to win no more. Like that's
You chose NBA purgatory over.
I feel like that's the best way to describe like the Wizards. It really is like a purgatory for your fucking career
like,
as an NBA
like,
player.
Did you see the other teams that had interest?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like
the Clippers, the Timberwolves. Like, brother, if you would have went to either of those teams, imagine Trey Young in Minnesota.
I feel like that's a
with
nasty
Ant-Man.
combination. That's nasty.
Imagine Trey Young in Houston, right? So,
and they need a point guard because Fred Van Fleet was out. They need a point guard.
Because
I think it didn't go through with Houston because Houston wasn't willing to give up Reed Shepherd, and I have no issue with that.
I have no issue with that because I wouldn't give up Reed Shepherd either.
You know what? I wanted to say something earlier. It's my last thing about the NBA, but like you had said, like the NBA is not exciting right now, and it got me thinking. I feel like on the immediate horizon, there's like only maybe 3 events that will be exciting for the NBA: when LeBron finally retires, when Steph retires, and when the league actually expands again.
Which is like 2 years from now.
Yeah, when we get like 2 or 3 more teams,
because I think they're exploring the Vegas expansion team for 2028.
Vegas and Seattle.
Yeah, so that's 2 years. 2 years from now.
I think the league should shrink.
No, I feel like we're at a point where like there's so much talent around the league, spreading it out wouldn't be a bad thing.
That's the biggest issue with the NBA right now. When you say the talent is so spread out, yeah, the talent is spread out. The problem is superstar talent isn't. Superstar talent is very thin. And the reason why people say superstar talent is so good right now is because people think superstars is anybody that make the all-star team, which isn't true.
Superstars are a different level beyond that.
So I tell people all the time, there's superstars. Superstars are your top 5 to 8 players in the NBA. Your franchise players are your 9 to like 15. Your all-stars are anybody between like 15 and 30 at any given year. They can make an all-star. Like your real superstars is anybody that is capable of making an all NBA first team consistently. And all NBA first team only has 5 spots. So you got your Jokic, your Giannis, your Lukas,
Washington,
Jason Tatum.
And the guys that you listed off are actually like elite dudes. Like they are legitimate, like the best players in the league, like objectively speaking.
I agree with everything you said. I would shift it And I wouldn't say top 8. But I would say top 10.
Yeah, a lot of people
I,
say top 10.
And,
But
and I only say that because the league is big enough to where you can warrant having 10 superstars, and it makes sense because it does. Like if you really wrote it down, there's probably realistically, and I'm not just saying 10 random names. Like I think there's at least 10 superstar players in the NBA. Like 10 to where you could plug them in on some of these not so good franchises, and because of their stature and their abilities, they could elevate to a certain degree these teams. I'm not saying bring them from the bottom to the top.
I
but
tell you what, then
No,
I
go ahead.
challenge you. I challenge you to come on tomorrow night and name me 10 people. I challenge you to come on to basket tomorrow night and name me those 10 because I can't name you 10.
But to my brother's point, though, like he's not entirely wrong. Because think about the current league variety.
He's
Because
not entirely wrong.
Because in the last 8 years, it's been 8 different teams that have won a championship. The era of dynasties is kind of over right now. There is like not one player just dominating the league like objectively anymore.
Right, which goes to my point that superstar talent now is even thinner than it's ever been because you have 5 people that are dominating, but you don't have 5 people that are only winning championships, which is why superstar talent is so thin and franchise player talent is there.
You know what? You made it come full circle. I get what I'm picking up what you're putting down now. I get what you're saying.
That's fair. That's a fair assessment because being a franchise player doesn't necessarily qualify you to be necessarily a superstar. And we all know the caliber of player that comes with superstardom and that superstar level. So I do think that when it comes to as far as superstardom, there might be 10 legit guys. But if we're going to put stipulations on it and say that there has to come with certain level of repertoire, a certain level of accolades, then we might be cutting that list to about 6 or 7.
Yeah, if we do that, yeah, it's gonna be 6.
Yeah. So it can go either way, honestly, but Trae Young, Washington, bro.
Yeah.
Washington.
Yeah, that was stupid as fuck.
No, to your point, I was gonna say something like I know my brother said 10 and you said 6, but I feel like if you was gonna try to like quantify it and like list all 10 players like numerically, objectively, I feel like the gap in skill level between like 7, 8, 9, and 10, they wouldn't compare to the first 6.
Right.
Like, at all. Yeah,
right.
like those last 4, they some good
yeah.
dudes, but them first 6
at the same time, that's why I'm okay with putting 10 because of what you just said, and this is I'm glad you said it because I don't have to say it now. Those 4 that you're referring to, 3 or 4, whatever number, those are what we would call next up. Like they're next up. So because superstars are still interchangeable because LeBron's about to retire, Steph's going to retire, KD's going to retire, next man up. That's why you can justify 10 because you're going to have
I'm happy
6 or 7, but next man up or next up, excuse me.
I'm happy you said
That's
LeBron, KD, and Steph because I personally don't think neither one of them. Well, Steph, yes, but KD and LeBron, I don't think they're superstars anymore. I think they're franchise level players, especially LeBron.
I'm not mad about that because to even still be a franchise player is still a high level mark.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like let's be realistic. Like the man is 41, 42, still a high level athlete, still very competitive, but like Father Time is catching up to him. But like to be that old and still be that good,
I mean,
that's not a bad way to go.
The man 42 averaging 26, 6, and 6. I mean,
it's not bad.
That's still
not bad.
It's not bad.
Be another 40-year-old that can do that.
Yeah,
I'm saying it's not that's not bad at all.
It's not a bad mark against him. Like
what I will say though is at this age, you can't build a team around him being the main star. That's the reason why the Lakers brought in Luka.
No,
absolutely.
And you're not wrong, but we're gonna give that man his flowers as who he is. That's why I'm not gonna
dunk the other night.
No, I did, but that's why I'm not gonna take the superstar label off of him until he retires because he's earned that.
Well, LeBron. Okay, so LeBron, Steph, and KD are 3 players that literally surpassed superstardom in their time because they were so popular. Like
they were faces of the league at different times.
Right. They were so popular no matter where they are in their career. And outside of basketball, success has something to do with superstardom too. So if you sit here and say, hey, LeBron is a superstar, I just don't think he's a superstar on the court anymore. But if you was to ask me, like, is LeBron a superstar? Of course, because a celebrity is him, KD, and Steph. Their celebrities are unmatched right now.
I mean,
like,
shit, LeBron's a fucking billionaire.
Well, yeah.
He got a lifetime deal from Nike. That man ain't got.
Right.
That man could retire tomorrow and ain't good.
But we talked about before, like in the chat before, Micah, like there is like no real face of the league right now. Nobody's really as popular as Steph, KD, and LeBron. And they're about to retire in the next 2 or 3 years. Like who really is next up?
Because the ones who are the one who's currently out there, people are starting to hate him in SGA.
Yeah. I already hate SGA.
I can't stand him, but
well, I mean that kind of plays to the role because you gotta be hated and liked.
On both because like then they at one point they wanted it to be Ant. Ant was like, I don't really want it. He just want to hoop. He kind of like KD. He's like, I just want to hoop, and I'm not mad at that. Like, I'm not mad at it. It's fine. But then you got saying, like Jokic. Jokic don't really care. He just want to be with his horses. He's like, look, I'm winning my ring. I'm gonna be with my horses. Giannis. He had his little run, but like Giannis ain't about to win another ring unless he changed teams at this point. And then Luka's on a team that's rebuilding in season basically because they're waiting for LeBron to retire so they can fully get this thing rocking.
And Jason Tatum's a corny light skinned nigga.
Well, he's out till like February.
Hey, but you know what? Jaylen Brown seemed like that guy. So
hey, Jaylen Brown is balling right now. He doing like 28, like 28 and 10 right now. Like he killing the game.
But move to your point, to your point with SGA when you're like, well, you got to be hated and like. Here's the thing though, you can be hated and not respected. Kobe was the face of the NBA for so long. I hated Kobe, but I respected every ounce of his game. Yeah, I hate even when James Harden was in Houston. I hated every bit of James Harden, but you know what I didn't do? Respect the kind of game he played. And SGA is the second coming of James Harden. He plays just like him. And the other night, what are teams doing now? Oh, he wants to jump up and fall back and now teams are just jumping straight up and down and not even swinging. They're doing, and what happened? His scoring average is going down now because you're not getting fouled now. So now, if you're SGA, you got to know how to change your game to make your impact on your game. Because right now, the past 2 and 3 games, you're not looking like the MVP from last year. And you're not looking like the SGA that was shooting 15 and 16 free throws.
Well, that bullshit in the Golden State game really pissed me off. I'm not even going to lie to you. That was not a foul in any era of basketball whatsoever. No. Like and Mike, I've told you this. I can't stand offensive basketball players initiating contact, drawing a foul. I can't stand that shit. That's not basketball.
The league made it that way.
Like if you come into the paint, you finna get hit. Like you finna get hit. Point blank period. I'm not saying now if a motherfucker clothesline you, take you out the air, shit that's obvious, that's one thing. But if you take a regular bump like body to body bump, hey bro, hit the weight room. Like you gotta be strong if you going into the paint. It's a bunch of 7-foot motherfuckers in the paint. Like it's motherfuckers that look like Bam Adebayo, your modern day Ben Wallace is in the paint, bro. They not finna just let you score. Like what you mean?
As long as that man is jumping straight up and down, I'm not calling a foul. I'm tired of seeing it.
Because if I jump straight up and you bump into me and you fall, that's your fault, not mine.
And if they started with that, he wouldn't be getting all of these phantom calls in the first place.
But he's literally like he's driving into them and then fading back and doing the same thing James Harden do, throw the hands up, and he got the dumbest facial expressions. I done seen that shit in like 4K now.
Why are we talking about James Harden? I wanted to say this earlier when Mike was talking about him. Like, I know that James Harden is a controversial figure. I get that. But I won't lie to you. When like the Rockets were good, like that 2018, 2019 season, what have you, it was exciting. Like, I'm not going to lie. Harden is a marketable dude.
No, it was.
He's iconic in his own way. Like, I hate the way he fucking plays. I really fucking do.
Here's the difference with SGA and James Harden, though. And Moo, you can attest to this. GQ, you can attest to this. Mr. Gent, maybe you can attest to this. the basketball people out there know that 2017-18, 2018-19, those 2 years, James Harden led the league in scoring even when they took away the free throws. That's the difference.
Well, yeah, because James Harden had a much more lethal three ball than SGA, and it ain't even close.
That's the
It ain't even close.
I mean, like my all-time favorite NBA season is always gonna be the first year that Chris Paul and Harden were together. That shit was fucking live. Like,
Man,
I was so
that was
mad.
that was when
Got
Chris
hurt.
Paul he pulled his hamstring in the Spurs series when they should have won. Yeah, I
I
remember that.
feel like
that
there
was
are
the same
like,
night of the Mayweather Pacquiao fight.
yeah, there is
No. That's
definitely
not
an
the
alternate
first year Chris
universe.
Paul pulled. First year Chris Paul pulled his hamstring, they lost to Golden State in the finals.
Yeah,
The second year is when they played the Spurs, and Chris Paul got injured and they lost.
Oh, in the
I
Western
feel
Conference
like
Finals when he
that
got hurt. Yeah,
first
that's right.
year-
Yeah.
I feel like that first year there is an alternate timeline where they got past Golden State and beat LeBron. Like, I feel like that is easily an alternate timeline.
Or they
It ain't
lost
this
to LeBron,
timeline though.
'cause,
Fuck it.
I mean, there's a world
Wait,
where they
wait,
could
wait.
have got there and LeBron wins that ring, like because that outside of because if you look at those two teams meet up, I don't necessarily think Houston beats that team.
I don't think it's gonna be easy. I feel like it'd be like Houston and six.
I don't.
Be with
It'd be like Houston and 6.
I got it flipped. I think it would have been Cleveland. I think it would have been Cleveland in 6. Well, you talking about? I mean, at this time, we're clearly talking about LeBron's second stint in Cleveland. As we talking about that particular.
You talking
run,
about
right?
you talking about when the Rockets lost to Golden State in
Yeah, I
games?
feel like if in
Yes.
an alternate timeline, if they would have got past Golden State without Chris Paul getting hurt, like you know,
Okay. That's the key thing. Without Chris Paul getting hurt, okay, I agree. Cleveland would have probably lost that finals. But if the Rockets by some miracle pull off the upset against Golden State and Chris Paul is hurt, I don't think they win.
No.
Kyrie Irving is going to go stupid.
yeah. So it
But
would have had to have been.
yeah, but that's why I don't think they would have won because
Yeah.
if Chris Paul is healthy, I think Kyrie would have kept Chris Paul under control, and it really would have been like, can we make sure that James Harden just falls
I don't
apart?
think. No, I don't think Chris Paul would have got held today by Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
No.
No, to my brother's point though, like there's two branches because like there's a branch where Chris Paul don't get hurt and they win, and I feel like they take it all that year. But the other branch is like where Chris Paul gets hurt and that game where they shot up like what 27 threes and got none of them.
Yeah.
If they would have won that game without Chris Paul,
What
they would have lost to LeBron. Like
That-
James
that-
Harden could not do
that's-
by himself.
That's my point. I'm
Yeah.
saying if Chris Paul stays healthy and they win, the Rockets win the finals because
Yeah.
I think the Rockets were better than Cleveland because Cleveland couldn't keep up with the 3-point shooting.
Yeah, for certainly. If Chris Paul was healthy, they would have got a ring. But without Chris Paul,
Moo over there laughing because Moo a hoe because he a Golden State fan. That's why he ain't saying shit yet. He like,
But you know what?
shut y'all asses up.
But no, I'm not even mad about that. I'm not even mad about that. Like, as much as I hated Golden State winning so fucking much, I still like them. I still respect them a lot. Like, I can't be mad at them.
I
I
respect
wasn't
Golden
mad at them because I don't think they won as much as be upset about.
I was mad about the KD years, but I have so much respect for their 4th championship ring where they did it without him.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I love that run.
Yep.
That was
Yeah,
a
like-
phenomenal run.
I wasn't mad about it just because before prior to that, we hadn't really had a lot of teams making runs like that. Like before that, we had like the Spurs. The Spurs was really like the Spurs.
But it was
had-
sporadic. The Spurs had to spread out.
But like when like Golden State's little pocket, because that's really what it was, a pocket of time. It was fine. Like it was very similar to what we just saw with the Kansas City Chiefs. That's really what it was. Like let's quantify it that way. Because look at it now. Like and now I'm not saying that the Chiefs gonna take like 2 or 3 seasons off and then win another Super Bowl. I don't know when the fuck they'll be back in the Super Bowl.
Well.
But-
The Chiefs aren't the Patriots. Let's just get that
No,
out.
well, and I already you heard what I said. I didn't even bring the Patriots in this conversation because they're above that. So
No, I mean, I've got
Easy
nothing
to
but-
say that shit now, motherfucker.
Right.
But no, I've got nothing but love and respect for Golden State, all things
I mean-
serious. Like, even when they lost to the Raptors, I thought that was a phenomenal run. Like, that had, like,
Look at
hey,
this bullshit.
I
Look at
fuck
this
with
bullshit. Look at it. Man, put that Draymond Green jersey down.
No, I'm going to say this. This might be
Put that
controversial.
bullshit down. Get the
Like
Klay
Air Force
Thompson
ass
jersey.
Yeah. I feel
Go
like
ahead.
the Raptors beating Golden State would not have been so fucking iconic if Golden State wasn't that fucking good to begin with.
Yeah, for sure.
I would
But it was
still.
still a good
I still
game.
think it was iconic
Yeah, it was still.
because of the Kawhi Leonard factor. Because Kawhi was there and he said, "I'm not finna stay here," and he said, "Even though I'm not gonna stay here, I'm gonna deliver this ring anyway." And
I
because
feel
of
like
that,
that
like
is the best rental ever. Holy
It
shit!
was.
well, but you got to look at the residuals. There's more to it. The residuals is because we got to see the coming out party for Pascal Siakam in the finals, and people forget that. Like, bro, like yes, Kawhi was a huge part of that ring, but
Pascal was balling.
Siakam grew up. Like Siakam did the same thing that Rondo did when the Celtics won. Like Rondo was the fourth guy, but Rondo came alive in the
What the
Eastern
hell is
Conference
that?
Finals in what's what?
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, that's fire. That's fire.
I
that
mean,
a-
that,
Yes.
Is that a Jameson
Yes.
jersey?
Yes.
I
Wow.
fucks with that. I mean,
See,
that
that's
Raptors
fire.
team was low key stacked because you had fucking Lowry, motherfucking shit.
Marc
Draymond Green,
Gasol,
right?
Kawhi Leonard.
I just hate that
Pascal
DeRozan got. I just
Siakam,
hate that DeRozan got
Fred
hold out
Van
of that one.
Fleet. Bro,
Jeremy
that
Lin.
Not to
team-
mention, hey, Fred Van
Jonas
Fleet had a coming out party
Valanciunas.
too,
Fred
because
Van
Fred
Fleet.
Van Fleet was falling apart till he had his kid, and then he turned the fuck up when he came back off maternity leave.
Yeah, well, you know,
I'm not-
You know, I mean, becoming a dad will do that to you.
Hey,
It does give you a superpower.
that
Yeah.
series, that series right there that y'all are talking about between the Raptors and Golden State, and people might feel otherwise, but the game, what is it? Game 6 when they won.
Yeah.
Game 6 is what solidified Kyle Lowry going to the Hall of Fame after he retires. Game 6 is what's because Kyle Lowry came out going stupid in game. Kyle Lowry came out saying this is the end and went freaking ballistic in the first quarter.
Yeah, and then
They
whenever
couldn't do nothing.
and then when he cooled off, that's when Siakam turned up because Siakam started
Yep.
killing him from the elbow, from the short corner, from the wing. Like it was
Mid-range.
like
You know what? I feel like oddly enough, the Raptors were the perfect team to do it because, like, in that year, you could have never predicted that if all teams, the Raptors would fucking get a championship over Golden State. Like that just
So,
what
you say
win?
that, but
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. GQ, you can attest to this because I told you this. I said before the season started, I said, yo, if anybody can win in the East, it's the Raptors because the Raptors have been right there on the cusp to win. And they traded DeMar DeRozan, and Kawhi Leonard is a superstar. DeMar DeRozan is an all-star. Kawhi Leonard makes them better.
You know what?
I don't
You're not
necessarily
wrong.
know if they will win because I think Golden State is still better.
No,
but
you're
there's a
not wrong
chance they
because the
could.
Raptors always got knocked out by LeBron in the East, right?
LeBronto.
yes,
like,
LeBronto.
Yeah.
It was always LeBron who was the undoing.
LeBron literally did the same thing that Jordan did in the East to a lot of teams, to the Pacers, to the Raptors, to the Celtics. Like he kept a lot of teams down for a while. But
Which I
at the
would
same
like to
time,
say
go for it.
justified Kawhi Leonard's Spurs Finals MVP.
Oh yeah, without question.
That
Oh, yeah.
Raptors run solidified it for sure.
And I know what you're saying, Outlaw, about like, you know, you couldn't really predict it. And I was like, you kind of can, or could have, excuse me. Because if you look at the NBA from the 2000s up until that point, we watched another dominant team in the 2000s, the Lakers, get knocked off by the Detroit Pistons.
Out of nowhere.
Don't forget the
Like
Spurs
that
first.
Pistons team. Now listen, that Spurs team was good. But I mean, that Pistons team was good. They're kind of like that Raptors team. They were always kind of close, but there's like something would always happen. And then they finally put it all together right on time. And then the Spurs went on their run. And then, you know, shit out of nowhere would happen. Like, so it almost happened to the Lakers twice because Sacramento should have won that goddamn series had the damn tip from fucking Divock over the Big Shot Bob not happened. The Kings would have pulled that off, but it happened nonetheless.
Here's what I know, okay? And GQ pointed this out one year. So good to me. And he once I say it, he'll probably remember. If you go back and look in every decade of the NBA, every decade has dynasties and teams that were always there. Each and every decade, there is one random team that wins.
The Rockets in the 90s.
The Rockets in the 90s,
Oh,
the Heat,
no.
the Heat in 2000 in the 2000s when they won in 2006.
Yeah.
Hold on now. I know that's controversial, but Wade was that dude that
He was.
No, he
We're
was.
not saying that, but we're saying
The
each
Rockets
decade is.
Yeah, you're right though.
Hey, you feel me?
the-
No.
but- yes, but the Rockets are random because 90 to 90 to not 90 you had the Pistons
Yeah.
after they had just won the year before. Then you had 91, 92, 93 was the Bulls.
True.
94, 95 was the Rockets.
But
96,
actually-
97, 98 was the Bulls again.
Actually, though, the
And then you had
Rockets was not
and the Spurs followed them up.
The
And then the
Rockets was
Spurs-
not entirely random. The
Yeah.
Rockets was not
If the
random.
Rockets didn't repeat, I would probably feel y'all a little bit.
No, but hold on now.
But
The
the
Rockets
Rockets
wasn't random because they were
almost-
good in the 80s.
Right. So again, there's always a random team that makes it or wins because they had Samson and Hakeem, and they beat the Showtime Lakers. Nobody picked the Rockets to beat the Showtime Lakers in the 80s.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Nobody.
That's fair.
That-
I can see
right.
that.
And they made it once. The
We
rest
lost to
of
the
the time,
Celtics.
And it was I mean
right,
it was the
rest of
same
time
when
it was the Lakers and the Celtics.
it was the
Then
same
you-
when the Pistons won because they didn't think that the Pistons gonna beat the Bulls.
Right. And right. And then the Pistons in 04, in 03, 04, and then 04,
Yeah.
05 went to the finals. Nobody picked them. In 06, we saw the Heat come in, but we didn't know if the Heat was going to make it or not. That's the couple of random teams in between. The Lakers winning in 2000, 2001, 2002. The Spurs winning in 2003. The Pistons winning in 04. The Spurs winning in 05. And then the Heat coming in 06 and win again. And then 07 was the Spurs. Then 08, 09, and 2010, the Lakers all made it. And then
Yeah.
then the
And then the
Celtics won
Celtics.
in 08.
Yep.
There's always that random team that wins. And the random team that won in the 2010s was
Dallas. too.
easily,
Dallas. Don't forget about Dallas.
Oh, yeah, Dallas.
During the Heatles run. Dallas during the Heatles run.
Dallas,
I will
Dallas-
always
Dallas
take dirt
won.
for that.
and the Raptors won, which was
Yeah.
totally
Yep.
unexpected.
And then if you go to the
In
2020s,
the 2020s,
the Milwaukee
Bucks
Bucks.
won.
I was gonna say that one. Like that's my random pick for this decade. Like I like Giannis. I
Because you
do.
had and then
But
you
I
had the
never thought
Nuggets.
he'd
You had the
win.
Nuggets too. We had the Nuggets and the Bucks in the 2020s.
Yeah, I was
No,
gonna
the
say,
Nuggets was the Nuggets was inevitable. Jokic is that dude. That was inevitable.
It's still random because the Nuggets have
It's still
never
random
been
because
good
they
like
ain't won
this.
again, and they've never been good.
say it's still random because they haven't necessarily won yet.
Yeah, like what have they like since they won that ring? What have they done? Just like the Bucks, both of them are like it's like
But you can say that for like the last 8 years because it's been 8 different winners.
But then you had a resurgence because you had Golden State come back and win one out of nowhere, but that just added to their already legacy.
I will
you had
say this, though.
LeBron win another one during the bubble. That one kind of came out of
The
nowhere, but
Celtics
it
got
added.
one again.
The Celtics got one. Hell, the Heat went to the finals 2 more times in the 2020s. Like
The Heat going in the 2020s got to be the most random thing because they
Oh, yeah.
win as an 8 seed.
yes,
Yeah.
They won as
and
an
they
8
beat the Celtics,
Yeah.
He did.
and they beat a good
But-
Celtics team, not just in. They beat a good Celtics team.
I will say this: the Celtics going and winning the finals wasn't random because that was their second time in the NBA Finals for the decade. They lost the
Yeah.
first time to the Warriors, and then they won the second time against the Heat.
Yeah,
Not the Heat,
I wasn't surprised that they won. It wasn't a surprise that year.
Right. That's what and that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think the Celtics winning is random, but and then the Nuggets. I don't think the Nuggets winning is random either because they've been back to the second and third round since.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But-
we're about to find out in the next 5 years. We're in 2026. In the next 4 years now, if OKC's is random.
I feel like OKC
gonna find
was
out.
also oddly inevitable because of how that team was built. Like I felt like it had the perfect foundation to be a championship team.
Nah, I didn't think OKC was going to win last year. I thought that was completely random because they lost in the second round the year
Yeah.
before, and they lost to was it the Nuggets?
Yeah, they lost to the Nuggets.
They lost to the Nuggets in the second round, and I was just like, they're not ready. And then last year, out of nowhere, Shea took this big ass jump, and Chet finally got healthy, and they were healthy in the playoffs, and they took this big jump, and won the championship
Well, you
after
gotta think
losing in
about
the
it like
second
this,
round.
Michael. You kind of said something, hit the nail on the head, though. Like, as much as we hate to admit it, like getting a championship, there is a degree of luck. There is a fucking degree of luck. No matter how good your
Oh yeah,
superstar
Oh,
is,
absolutely.
like a lot of shit got to go your way, and injuries play a big part of that.
Man, injuries played a big role for OKC because I'd be curious how that series would have really went with a healthy Halliburton and company. I'm just going because say whatever you
Yeah.
want about that Pacers team. Halliburton grew up in the playoffs last year.
Halliburton
did.
was about to start
Like
fucking cooking.
Halliburton was if Halliburton and them had pulled that shit off, that would have been the story of the summer.
Yeah.
So like I think OKC winning last year is random right now because even with just going back to the 90s when you were like, well, the Rockets jumping up is random, but I do get your point, Outlaw, when he was like it's not that random because the Rockets did go to they made the finals twice and won, and then a couple of years later when Charles Barkley came, they made the conference finals again with Hakeem Clyde and Charles Barkley, and John Stockton made the game winner to take the Jazz to the finals. So it's not as random as everybody thinks. So you're on to something with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
So you're definitely on to something with that.
I mean,
But-
if you really lay it out, you can kind of always see how the winner got to be the winner. Like, it might be a very complicated plot thread, but the seeds are always there.
But I say that to say this. OKC was completely random because even OKC with Durant and Westbrook had to lose in the second round, then lost in the conference finals, then got to the finals, then lost in the conference finals again to the Spurs. And then Westbrook got hurt that last year. So
I'll
they
say this,
built their
Micah.
way up.
You know what? To your credit, it's random in a weird way because OKC went to the finals within recent memory, and then they won with an entirely different setup, an entirely different team.
Yeah, that's why it's
last
so
year.
random.
Yeah, because the first time we went to the finals, they lost to the Heat, and that OKC team. If you think about that roster, had they somehow, some way, kept that roster together, boy,
If they would have kept Harden the next year,
Thank you,
they
Houston.
could have done something.
I'm not even.
Well,
just
they
saying
made the
that
wrong
if
decision.
If they would have just
kept
kept that
Harden
roster
over
together
Perkins.
all together, they should have just kept that whole roster.
They kept
Like-
Perkins over Harden and
Yeah.
thought Cephalosha was going to be able to replace Harden, which was
Because
not the case.
because I mean between them and having Serge Ibaka, like that was a hell of a roster.
I'm not going to say that was not the case. And the reason why I say that was not the case, because if you remember correctly, when Cleveland won after being down 3-1 to Golden State. Sorry, Moo. I know I got to revisit it. My bad. I know. But right before Golden State gave up the 3-1 lead, OKC did it. They gave it up to Golden State 3-1 in the Western Conference
Yep.
Finals. They were up 3-1 and gave it up.
Everybody forgets that.
I don't. No, I don't. And I never gave Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook a pass for that shit. Ever.
You
That's
can't.
sad shit.
I mean, in general, when you play a sport like that where the objective in the playoffs is to win 4 games, you literally get 90% of the way there and choke the last 10% and then fuck around and lose. That's worse than getting swept, in my opinion.
It really is.
Because you were basically holding the trophy in your fucking hand. You could touch the motherfucker. And that
No.
bitch got snatched. You got punched in the jaw and got that bitch stolen from you like
I
your
got
lunch.
the perfect analogy. Giving up a 3-1 lead is the same thing as Vegeta letting fucking Cell become perfect. Because Cell could have ended that. Vegeta could have easily fucking ended Cell, but he was like, "Nah, show me your perfect form, Cell." And he got fucking.
I'm happy you said that because Majin Buu reverted back to Kid Buu, even though Buhan was the strongest.
Yeah.
Was the strongest.
Bro,
Buu going back to Kid Buu is the equivalent of these niggas getting together with Kevin Durant.
Yeah. Now the
Because-
crazy thing is, Kid Buu was my favorite because Kid Buu was Black Air Force energy, like a motherfucker.
Hey,
You
Moo.
know what?
Kid Buu
Hey,
was
Moo, let me
dead
ask you a
Black Air
question.
Force.
Yeah.
Hey,
No,
Moo, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Was there any doubt in your mind when they replaced Harrison Barnes with Kevin Durant that Golden State was going to win the championship?
They could have replaced Harrison Barnes with me, and I thought we could win the championship.
God damn.
Hey,
I'm not even mad at that compliment.
that reminds me of Stephen A. Smith saying, "Who cares? You got rid of Kwame Brown. The City of Angels should be throwing
Kwame
parade
Brown.
right now because they traded Kwame Brown for Paul Gasol. When you
Yeah.
replace nothing with something, that is something."
Yeah, because fuck Harrison Barnes forever.
To go back to Kid Buu real
Harrison
quick, though,
Harrison Barnes killed the 4-peat, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Forever.
he did.
Forever. Until after I die. Okay? Fuck Harrison Barnes.
I want to go back to Kid Buu real quick because I saw a TikTok that really illustrated just how much of a fucking menace he was. Because if you look at the entire story of Dragon Ball Z, Vegeta got his ass whooped, decided to blow up the planet as a last resort. Frieza got his ass whooped, decided to blow up the planet as a last resort. Cell got mashed on, decided to blow up the planet as a last resort. Kid Buu, his first resort is blow up the fucking planet. The first thing that nigga does in 2 minutes, he's like, we're all, yeah, the nigga is born for 2 minutes, is like, you know what? All you must die. All of you. And I'm gonna go to heaven and keep fucking with you niggas.
Like, it's basically like if Stewie Griffin got powers. That's what would happen.
This nigga Kid Buu.
Hey,
Kid
but
Buu was
Kid Buu
like,
is
I
always gonna be
blew up
one of
the
my
world
favorite
and I want to
characters,
catch
bro. Like-
another one. I'm
like-
jumping to the other world.
Like, Kid Buu is diabolical, bro. Like, he is like all of us can imagine. Like, if our toddlers get to a Kid Buu phase, we gotta put the gloves on.
Kid Buu really woke up and chose violence. That
He
is
woke
the
up-
epitome of like this
he woke
man
up
saw
tied-
red
he
and
tied
wanted everything to
double-
die.
This man tied double knots in his Black Air Forces and said, "I'm here."
Kid Buu is so diabolical. He wasn't even the strongest Buu and gave Goku and Vegeta the most hell,
You know
bro.
what? He didn't have to
That
be the
tells
strongest
you
because he might have
enough.
been, but he was the biggest threat.
He was the most dangerous.
Because
he
he
was
was,
dangerous.
because he threw caution to the wind, and that's what made him more dangerous than Buhan. Buhan was the most powerful, but Kid Buu was the more calculated one. He was like, you know what? I ain't got to be the strongest. I'm the most resourceful, and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I got to do to win.
I'm not even gonna say he was he was the most resourceful. Like, and the reason why I'm not gonna say that, Buhan was smart as shit. He had Piccolo, Kami,
Piccolo.
Nail, Gotenks, like he had everybody. But Kid Buu wasn't resourceful. Kid Buu was like, I'm not gonna waste time to give y'all a chance to jump me. You got me fucked up, is what you got me.
Look,
I mean,
if-
low
if-
key,
if
the
fuck
nigga
around and
that
find out
talked
what
like
the-
Donnie from the Wild Thornberries was the smartest one. Because you right, like instead of letting Goku and Vegeta fuse again, I blow the fucking planet up. Blow the fucking planet up.
Thank you.
like the fuck.
They
Hold on, let me push
They
the
have
button.
to finish the fight on the world of the Kais, bro.
Thank
That
you.
is insane.
That's the biggest factor that people forget about Kid Buu is his sheer, utter, I don't give a fuckness, right?
My man is
Y'all
Kid
gonna
Buu-
jump me? I'll blow up the planet.
bro. Kid
Y'all
Buu
gonna
is-
do what? I'll blow up the planet.
I'm telling you,
You said
Kid
what?
Buu is
I'll blow up
he
this
is-
fucking planet.
he is
Stop playing with me.
literally that. Like that man is literally the definition of fuck around and find out.
Literally,
No,
'cause
he's
it's
the
like
definition of
anything
no.
that you
He's
say
I
or
hate you,
do,
nigga. Let's die.
He didn't have no patience for it. He was like,
He is not the definition of fuck around and find out.
No,
I'm
I'm
He
telling
didn't,
you.
he didn't wait for nobody to do him shit. He was the definition of fuck y'all.
No,
And
you
fuck,
know,
no.
look, you
He
know
was
what?
the
I'm gonna
definition of fuck them kids.
because of what you just said. When Goku and Vegeta tried to fuse, he said, "I'm gonna blow up the planet." Y'all fucked around and thought y'all was gonna fuse. I'm gonna let you niggas find out that I'm about to fuck y'all up.
Hey,
That's what he did.
He was the definition of fuck them kids, bro. Because he was like,
Well,
oh, y'all
he is a
think y'all-
kid.
Nope,
He
nope,
is a
and
kid.
nope.
You know what? To your point, Micah, you gotta think about it. In those 30 seconds that Goku and Vegeta might have had, it was probably less than 30 seconds. Them niggas had to let their fucking kids die just to survive.
Fuck them kids.
As a parent, that's horrifying because it's like, They didn't know that they had a chance to fucking win and wish their kids back. They literally had to let their fucking kids die just to get away from this nigga.
Hey, they had to let their kids die to win the fight. Again, I reiterate, fuck them kids.
That part.
But
Bruh, Goku didn't give a shit about. Granted, them niggas knew had they saved Gende, they can have the Earth's Dragon Balls.
No, Goku didn't care because Piccolo, that nigga daddy, really.
But
Piccolo really
he
raised
didn't give a
Gohan.
fuck. That's true.
That's
Goku ain't give a fuck about Trunks, Goten.
That nigga saved Mr. Satan. He saved Mr. Satan.
Hercule.
Bro,
He saved Hercule, dog.
Bro, you know what? You know what's a Dragon Ball fact? Till this day, Hercule is the only person that's never died.
You're not wrong. That's a
By the way, Hercule is the GOAT because Hercule dodged all of Kid Buu attacks. Every single one of them. Kid Buu cannot lay a finger on this man.
Well, Hercule really is the GOAT because
he redeemed Buu.
That really saved the world.
He did.
If we really think about it, the dog, and then he was the one that got Buu to stop turning niggas into chocolate and eat niggas, bro. Like this, as much as we want to talk shit about Hercule, bro, like not only did he save the world, but because he was the richest man in the world and essentially was there and knew what happened, he broke all them niggas off some chicken. That's a real one.
Hey, not only that, when people weren't listening to Vegeta, Hercule got through with King Kai and told everybody, hey, you have to give power to this because we need this to kill Buu.
This brother no ball. This brother no ball. He no Dragon Ball.
Hercule the GOAT, bro. I don't care what. And Hercule is the GOAT because he gave Goku 10 million Zen because he was like, the money goes to you because it was you. And Goku gave Chi-Chi the 10 million Zen and Chi-Chi was like, yeah, you can go train with King Kai now. I don't care. And if that wouldn't have happened, Universe 7 wouldn't have won.
That's true. Factual.
I mean, if you think about it even further, without Hercule, you don't get Videl, so you don't get Pan.
I don't. First of all, let me be clear. Let me be straight here. If Gohan never meets Videl and starts training Goten, Gohan probably would have been stronger because he was training with Goten. And I hate to be the person that says that, but that might be true.
I mean, having a shorty kind of give you a power up sometimes.
Gohan became a bookworm to support his family, dog. Had Gohan not had Pan, but here's what I will say though. To counter that also though is Pan is low key the GOAT for Dragon Ball superheroes because she acted her ass the whole way to finally get Gohan to unlock his power because Piccolo told her to act up like that.
And so if you kind of go backwards a little bit, Hercule low-key keeps saving the day because that's his granddaughter.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like without Hercule, a lot of shit kind of really fucking different. Like you gotta think about it, in Future Trunks' timeline, there ain't no Hercule and everything went to shit.
Okay.
Well, there's a reason there ain't no Hercule, dog.
I mean, the nigga kind of.
It's because Goku died of a heart virus.
Nigga, everybody died in that future.
So, using our anime segue, I watched the first episode of what has been currently being dubbed as like the hottest new anime right now, which is literally Sentenced to Be a Hero. First episode is an hour long. It's on Crunchyroll. I gotta say, I understood what the fuck everybody was talking about. Because
it's better than Jujutsu Kaisen.
Well, listen, I'm still trying to watch Jujutsu Kaisen. I am struggling to get into it. And I'm giving it every chance because it just does not catch my attention. It's really boring. The first 6 episodes are boring as fuck. And you know how I am. If an anime is boring, I'm not going to I had to watch Attack on Titan after the 5th try. Because because the action don't start. I'm about that action. I don't give a fuck about story and character development. Like, you can integrate that shit after you get some ass kicking going in. Like, I need
Jujutsu Kaisen starts off fire.
Bro,
was
in the first
fighting him.
episode, this man got kidnapped and woke up in an unknown ass place. That shit was
No,
Hey,
my brother.
but he started off swinging them hands for his friends. Don't do that.
No, to my brother's credit, I'ma say this. I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen doesn't
wrong.
really start getting like good till Shibuya when they start scrapping every episode. They in that minka every
like,
episode.
Look, to listen.
Nah, I disagree.
I got listen.
Because I'm one of those. You got to draw me in the first 3 episodes.
Listen,
From
Demon
the first
Slayer got me in the first
this
episode.
nigga was throwing hands.
That's all I'm
in the
saying.
first episode.
But Demon Slayer got me in the first episode.
Have we
And
seen?
I took my time to get into Demon Slayer. But once I watched the first episode, I was like, oh, it's on. And I binged through that shit.
Have we been introduced to Windbreaker?
No.
No, I think it's. I got my Crunchyroll
Thank
up right
you,
now.
Moo. Thank you. Windbreaker go hard.
I
dog.
actually think that might be
If
on
we
my
want
watch list.
hands, if we want violence, if we want phase straight out the gate,
If you want straight hand-to-hand fight, Windbreakers is that show.
And look,
There's this one
it
anime
actually
that
is on my
got
watch
like.
list. I was like, that name sounded familiar. It is on my watch list. I'm looking at
There's
it.
Yeah,
Right
this
I
one,
told y'all
anime
one
I keep
time, I
seeing
believe.
where like one of the main characters is like literally like a light-skinned YN with like dreads, and he's crazy as shit, but he's like a fan favorite. And like I just kind of love like how black people are like slowly popping up in anime more. 'Cause, like on Fire Force, one of the best fighters is a black dude.
oh yeah, Ogun.
Yeah, like literally, like they put respect on our name on that one because Ogun is fucking dope.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That one
like
has-
I have a high expectation when it comes to like just anime in general, because if like I said, if you don't catch my attention quick, like I'm really not, and that's why I can't get into One Piece. Cannot, and that is some of my friends. That is their all-time anime, and I'm like, bro, how?
I feel I'm
This
gonna
shit's
say
boring as
something
hell to me. Like,
controversial.
but like we grew
No.
up, brother, with like Inuyasha, right? Inuyasha was that is still my shit. Like Inuyasha is that right there, brother. That right there is one of the best animes of last year, hands down.
Good one.
That motherfucker is bad. I just finished the last episode.
Speaking of
And I'm
One Piece, my brother, I feel like niggas that watch One Piece, they're like low key like the Jehovah's Witnesses of like anime because they always trying to convert you.
My
Like,
brother,
man,
can I tell you about One Piece?
can you just
Did
give 200 episodes, bro? Like 200
Did just-
episodes.
One Piece is
Joseph
garbage.
Beverly.
I don't care.
y'all see the One Piece people trolling, saying like, "Oh, we're about to start season 2 of
Can
One
I tell
Piece."
y'all about? Can I tell y'all
Trash.
about? Can I tell y'all about a great story in One Piece?
Like I've had more peer pressure to watch One Piece than I have had to fucking do crack.
Facts.
Oh my god!
Facts.
Damn, that's
Like more
that's
niggas
good.
have asked me to watch One Piece than niggas have ever asked me to fucking do drugs.
See, and that's what's happened with me with cats in Jujutsu Kaisen. It's like, brother, I'm trying, but like I'm the same person that watched a lot of like Baki and like all these others. Like I like that action.
That's
Like
that's
I,
crazy.
Like
You know what? I think we're on two opposite sides of what the action we're looking for because I could not get into Baki at all.
shit, that's crazy.
But I love Jujutsu Kaisen. Like
That's crazy work,
I think
beat the shit out of that man.
bro. Baki a whole crash out.
So
Baki's dad beat the dog shit out of that man. That's
Yeah.
Like the fact that Baki is only Crash Out Junior because his dad is the king of Crash Out.
the
and like-
ultimate mighty crash out.
Like and
Yeah,
Baki
I
like
know.
quiet, like he a quiet Crash Out. Like he's like, oh, we fighting? All right, bet, and he beat your ass.
Like, I couldn't. I was just like, this is okay. This is cool, but it's pretty boring.
But I will tell you this though, Michael, because this weekend I got some more free time, so I am going to like sit down and force myself to get through the first 10 episodes of Jiu-Jitsu. I'm going to give it a full, unapologetic, unfiltered.
You know what I think it is. I think not that I'm sitting here thinking about. I think we differ in the type of fight scenes we like. I think that's what it's probably
Fair
leading
enough.
to. I think we differ in the type of fight scenes we like.
I'm gonna say something controversial about my anime interest. For me, it's never really the fight scenes. It's always the story. Like I like actual like tell me a good story from start to
Well,
finish.
you should
Like,
love One Piece.
No. Hear me out though.
Tell him,
Well,
DJ.
I
have you
like-
seen the new season of Record of
I like
Record?
my stories to have
I'm watching that this weekend. I already got it queued up and ready.
It was a good
character
one.
journey. Prime example, Vinland Saga. You
Phenomenal.
watch that nigga Thorfinn go from a fucking savage to fucking Gandhi, and it's beautiful.
That's a
And it makes
phenomenal
sense.
anime, by the way.
That was a good one.
It
That is an underrated anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I'm,
for
not
example,
I'm not an anime head though, so that should just
like me and my brother, are big fans like the Castlevania anime. That hoe was fire.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Like
Yeah,
that shit was fucking
It
like
had
that.
no reason
that-
being that good.
That's my kind of anime. It's a mixture of whoop your ass and a solid story all put together. Like if you gonna give me character development, there better be some bomb ass fights in the mix of all that.
And the
like-
good thing is, it's also short.
Yeah, it is. It's short and sweet.
I feel like as a fucking full-time parent, like I need my shit to be like 12 episodes or less a season, honestly. Like I can't devote
Yeah.
One Piece is
Right,
over
20
1,000
20 to 50.
episodes.
Yeah.
I like the concept of One Piece. I like the story.
Like,
I like the
mind you-
characters, but fuck, it's
Yeah.
too long.
Like mind you,
Trash.
I did get through all 4 seasons of Shield Hero, and I was a big fan of Shield Hero. Like Shield Hero was fucking gas. And it's one of those like it's a long character story, but it's got action from episode 1 because it's got controversy right off the bat within the first 10 minutes. And you're
Okay.
like, oh, fuck.
We've hit the hour and 30 mark.
We showed the
So-
fuck have.
Before we leave, how was everybody New Year's?
I
Chill.
feel
I chill like a motherfucker. I was in the house.
I was a
That-
bum.
I wanted to go see the
Yeah.
Stranger Things finale, then I came back to the house.
I chilled. I didn't do shit, but for the first time in a long time, I feel like I actually walked into a new year, actually just excited for it to be a new year. Like I felt like
Yeah.
everything that I had going on in last year was literally wrapped up. Like I don't have like any unresolved plot lines. Like everything literally got left last year.
Yeah. I can say I walked into 2026 with absolute clarity. My brother and I had a long, deep talk about that. Like I walked into 2026 with some absolute clarity, and it is materializing day by day with the things that we continue to talk about, the things that we see on social media. And I will say, I'm gonna put this out there for the world. You ain't gonna be able to figure it out, but we're gonna say it anyway. My brother and I have our first side quest of 2026 scheduled for January 17th. We're getting our next tattoo. We are getting our daughters tattooed on our chest, and that is happening. It's already been booked. Down payment is done. So the first side quest, because this is the year of the side quest. That is what we have dubbed it. This is the year of daddy daughter.
That's literally my fucking tagline down there. I
Like-
didn't even, yeah.
Yeah, like this is the daddy daughter side quest years for Outlaw and I. Like, we got a lot of shit cooking, and it's gonna be beautiful.
Where you go to
We
get
already
the
thinking
tattoos
about
from?
trips for next year.
Yeah, we have a trip that is spilling into 2027. Like that's
Yeah.
how far into the planning we've gotten.
Where you get your tattoos from? Get done.
We got a couple of spots, but this one, I'll send you there. I'll send you his Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need one. I need some ink this year.
I
we
feel
got-
like
it's
everybody
on
needs
my-
to
it's
like
on my
low
vision
key.
board.
I feel like everybody needs to get like low key, like that one tattoo artist that's like low key they go to. Because
Yeah.
like I've hopped around a lot, but like I feel like you get the best work from like the person that's been doing your work.
Yeah.
It makes it more cohesive.
And I want to put this out there because Outlaw put this in my thought process. So this is for you, Mr. Gent, talking about needing tattoos. There are three Friday the 13th this year, and if you love tattoos, you know what that means.
That's true.
Just
a
saying.
bunch of flash sales.
A whole bunch of flash sales.
Since we talk about
I don't know what that means because I don't have a single tattoo. So
basically, a
yeah,
flash
you go
sale
on-
on Friday the 13th means you go in there and pick from a small selection of tattoos, and then you get just
And they're all like $31.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, in the world full of moves, I'm one of the few of the opposite.
Yeah. Since we talking about tattoos and side quests, in 2026, Moo is picking up a new hobby, tattooing and whatnot. So
What?
if you
Oh shit!
fellas give me a few, just give me like until like 2028, and I should be knocking out pieces and whatnot. You know what I mean? So
Okay, so whatever you were showing was fading into the background. I was gonna ask you if
You got a whole
copy.
tattoo.
You got a set. You got a kit.
You got a whole tattoo
tattoo
kit.
Yeah.
You know what, my brother? If
Nigga,
I
you
ever
know how
pull
to
to
draw?
Sacramento and you actually got some work going on, I'll let you do something, bro. I'll let you do
No, for
something.
real.
So
I'll let you do it.
just give me a few, and I got y'all. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, we talking about side quests and stuff. But yeah, Moo's picking up tattooing in 2026. I got enough ink, so I might as well start giving some away.
Nah,
Yeah,
look,
I'm with that.
2028. That gives me time to plan a trip to Sacramento to get a tattoo with you.
Yeah, and I like that everybody has their side quests going on because I'm, what I'm saying, I've dabbled into photography.
You've actually gotten really good at it.
I have a camera. I have a backpack. I have all the stuff.
You're
And
welcome.
I've got software that I'm messing with on my computer as well to kind of work on this terminology. I'm learning stuff. I'm getting educated while I'm getting educated because I'll be getting my bachelor's degree this year. So this is the year of accomplishments because I'll help us close out the show and I'll start with this. Last year, my brother put me on and said last year was the year of the snake, meaning that we were shedding last year. And this year, I believe, is the year of the horse, I believe is what we said, which is the year of prosperity and long journeys coming to fruition. So that means everything that we went through in 2024 and 2025, all the controversies, all the bullshit is gone. And all the work that's been put in to progress, to get to whatever point you need to get to, is going to start rearing its head this year. So everybody that's out here doing side quests, everybody that's out here that's been grinding, and not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, this gonna be your year for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel and you to chase and get that gold ring. And I hope all of y'all get it because it's always gonna be enough room at the table for everybody to eat.
Yes, sir.
Fuck with that.
I wish I ended 2025 going into 2026 on better terms, but everybody here knew what happened with me and my family, and my 2025 going into 2026 ended with tragedy. So I don't know. That kind of really fucked me up, and mentally I feel like I'm in an okay space, and I got to do this thing on Saturday. I have to be a pallbearer plus be the DJ for the repass, so I'll evaluate my 2026 probably Sunday or Monday and figure out what's to come next. What I can promise y'all though is 2026 for Easter, I will be DJing Mr. GQ's Easter event like we do every single year.
I gotta say, my brother, I do love how Easter has become a thing that we all do together. Like I feel like seeing the sense of community being built over the years where we have these traditions, we always get together for some kind of odd reason. I love it. Like people need to hold their family and friends close because it ain't easy to get a good set of friends and family. It's really not.
Facts.
No, and this particular year feels like it's going to be a little bit bigger because you got Outlaw's actually he pulling up and he's gonna be on the grill and shit. So like we're actually doing more than we have in years past. Obviously, DJ Mike will be gonna be out there getting his DJing on. I'm gonna have his camera, so I'm gonna be capturing more photos this year. So I am expecting
Mr. Jen is just gonna be there.
Well,
hopefully he'll be conducting interviews, but
my backyard is gonna look different because it already looks different because of how expensive my Christmas was. So
maybe Moo might be able to fly out. You never know.
There is now a outdoor play area designed for children in my backyard.
That's pretty exciting. 2026.
So, and somehow, some way, we're gonna be able to fit a moonwalk and tables and tents and shit back there for Easter. It's all gonna happen.
You'll figure it out.
I already know.
Yeah, for sure.
I need to get my hands on one of them fancy tents that like y'all got. I think my mom got one.
I mean, just let me know. I can always bring it. Let me know.
Just thinking about the weather. About the weather.
Yeah.
Because I can do all the cooking on the left hand side. Because everybody's coming in through the same fence, so I can move all my cooking stuff to the opposite side and kind of be out of sight, out of mind. And then if we enclose everything, then we can run the fans, keep everybody cool. Planning. It's January. We're gonna get it together. But anyway, Mr. Gent, would you like to hit us with some closing thoughts so we can close this mother trucker out?
No, good show. I'm tired as hell. Gotta get up early for work. So Y'all be safe out there in 2026. Y'all take more videos. Y'all take more pictures with your loved one because you never know. You know, things happen. So sending y'all love. Talk to y'all people, man. Check up on them. So yeah.
That was beautiful. So I'm gonna make this shorter than what I wanted. So I kind of wanted this to be a whole segment, but I'm gonna say something that I hope is like resonates with people. But and it's gonna be controversial to say this, but no, it's not a bad controversial. It's an insightful one. I hope. I feel like the most selfish thing that you can do as an individual is have a child because they're like no matter how you try to phrase why you had a child, it always circles back to something that you wanted, or maybe you just had an accident, wasn't thinking. So like when you for whatever reason create life, understand that that child did not ask to be here. So for you to create a child and not be able to take care of that child, that's really fucked up. So don't have more kids than you can afford to fucking take care of. That's really what I want to say. Cause like I've seen far too many people out here with like 5, 6, 7 kids, and it's like, why would you bring these people, these actual fucking people, into this world if you were not going to take care of them properly?
Bigger refund check. That's why they do it.
But that is selfish. Like I just said, that's why I feel
That's
like
selfish as hell.
I
It
feel like
is.
that's why the most selfish thing that any one person can do is to have a fucking child. It's really just that's how I feel about like bearing life. So if you're gonna do it fucking right.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Talk to him, boo.
Hey man, say man, happy 2026. I only got one thing to say. You know what I mean? John Harbaugh got fired. So Tom Brady, John Spytek, Mark Davis, keep that man far away from my motherfucking team. Okay? I don't want to see nowhere or nothing of John Harbaugh and the Raiders. All right. I don't want to hear this man interviewing. Okay? Keep that
Hey,
man far away from Vegas. All right.
Cleveland.
y'all probably finna have Kevin Stefanski hell.
If he want to watch the scrippers or if he hitting the slots, he better not come to Vegas to go to the motherfucking Allegiant. Keep that man far away from my team.
Hey, Moo.
Let's talk about this more.
You don't
Hey,
want you don't
Moo.
want two
Keep
Harbaughs in the
that
same division?
man's name out your motherfucking mouth.
I refuse. I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to. That would be the ultimate move crash out. If I hear John Harbaugh is hired by the Las Vegas, I'm telling you, you won't hear from me for a few months. I'm trying to tell
He's
you.
going
Right
to
now.
Cleveland. He's going to Cleveland. Don't worry.
So we hope that doesn't happen. So and I'll close us out by simply saying, because of what my tagline says, if you're offended, you are the problem. What it simply means is it's not a simple meaning, it's a multi-layer meaning, but the real talk I had lined up didn't come to fruition like it needed to, but it's okay. It gives me time to add more ammunition for the next go round. But I'm going to summarize it by saying this, because I've already started this year off and I'm halfway through my first audiobook. So allow me to bless you with some words of wisdom of some things that I have already picked up but just got solidified. If you are protecting your peace and the people around you are offended by you protecting your peace and find a way to villainize it, they are the problem. You are not the problem. You are not crazy. You are not wrong, because protecting your peace means setting boundaries. And if these individuals don't like your boundaries, that's because at one point in time, you were too accessible to everybody. When you start to take a step back and put those boundaries up and make yourself least and less accessible, people tend to get offended because you're not so easily accessible anymore, which
And
means
that
now there's something wrong.
but that's why you gotta be okay being the villain in somebody's
And
story sometimes.
understand that it is okay to go on, and it's really not a villainous thing. It comes off that way, but what it really is sanity. It's clarity. That's
Well,
what
it's
it
all a
is.
matter of perspective. Like to them, you might be the bad guy, but to you, like you doing the right thing for yourself.
Listen, if I'm gonna be the bad guy in somebody else's story to be the good guy in my own life, then so the fuck be it.
Hello.
Mm, mm.
Boy,
There's a
that's a
bar for you.
quote. That is a quote.
That's
Make
the
sure
mic
you write
drop.
that down.
Didn't I tell y'all this generation ain't got wordsmiths no more?
That was the alley and the oop, my brother. I love you for that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, in 2026, you will hear many, many more of these combinations of things from the one and only Mr. GQ, because the amount of clarity that I have is this we scratching the surface. But by the end of this, we gonna be on some shit. You gonna see some shit. Just know it's going down.
I want to see the contrast between our first episode of this year and the final episode of this year. It's gonna be a fun journey.
Me and Micah got a red button at some point that might get pushed. We just gonna see how that all works out. Oh, look, push the goddamn button. Don't even worry about it. Just know. Just know that motherfucker queued up.
Shout out inside the huddle.
It's like you know how you do a nuke, right? You both turn the keys and you got to push the button at the same. Me and Micah done turn the keys. We done turn the keys.
They don't know.
Oh man! But ladies and gentlemen, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all, and we are
Motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can. If you love it, then fuck it, get through it. Mumble mentality activated. I waited for so long. Get burdens, I've outweighed. When you see me